It was a blast. It's still going. It's been 10 years since the show started. Gary's been with me for 5 of those 10. I think it's 5, maybe 6. I can't remember.
I remember it was the year when you had Angela Moore on the show.
That would be 5 years ago.
And I was at home listening, laughing my ass off. Because this was during the time before we had internet streaming or anything. And if you know who Angela Moore is from Fishbone, then you know exactly what type of person he is. And he was just cursing up a storm. And it was uncensored.
It was epic.
But he got away with it, so I was like, you know what? I like this show. I like this guy. I want to, find out more. Did not know how much connection the two of us had. We both grew up in the same building.
Yeah, that's right.
We know pretty much the same people. And here's the spookiest thing. We're both born on the same day. Not the same year, though.
No, because I'm older than Gary.
No, I'm older than Mario. But, like I said, then we pretty much, we're so similar, it's scary.
Yeah.
And I've been on the ride ever since.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It's a lot of fun. Hi. It's a lot of fun. Oh, I didn't see you there. That's my Ants 13 line. The show, 10 years, it's had a little bit of everything. I don't think we've had a bad series of shows. In spite of what happened today, I'm more upset about it. Everybody is telling me, people are calling that the interview went well. But, it's radio and it's live. This isn't a pre-recorded show. It's us doing our thing. My whole thing, my concept of what I wanted to do 10 years ago, I wanted it to be radio the way I remembered it with the music. I wanted to incorporate what was happening at the time, and I wanted it to be from a black man's perspective. That didn't just mean issues about black people or just black things. It was just my perspective. People in the world, they tend to not give credit to looking at stuff through other people's eyes. So I wanted people to see it through my eyes and hear it from my voice. Not that I'm right all the time. God knows I'm not. Not that I'm wrong all the time. I'm hardly ever wrong about anything because I am almost 100% right all the time. No, I just thought it would be interesting. I thought it would be compelling. And between Jake Austin always in my ear about, make your show better. Make your show better. Make this show better. And me trying to make the show better. I think we've gotten pretty close to what I would think is one of the better radio programs on, if not in the country, definitely in the city of Chicago during our time, because we're up against heavyweights and a bunch of other people. So, yeah, just trying to keep it moving, man. Next question. The worst one. Wow. The worst. Might
tell you worst one.
the one that the day of my sister's funeral?
No.
Which one?
Well, okay.
Was I there?
Yeah. The worst one I can recall was when the mic didn't work. The mic that I normally would be using went out.
Silent Gary.
So what I did, I said, okay, fine. If the mic's not going to work, I'm not going to say nothing. So I just went ahead and became Silent Gary. Didn't say anything.
That show was that bad, actually. I thought it was kind of entertaining, but it was
That was
weird.
messed up. The other show I said it was bad was Mario was away, so I had to do a show solo, and that was really the hardest thing to do. I did it for a month. But anyway, it was a young lady that Mario had met that he wanted, she wanted some training and everything. So I'm like, okay, no problem. She came by. I would say it was the worst mistake ever because I don't know what substance she was taking, but she was high as a kite. And I was getting very frustrated. And
To say the least.
I was to the point I was like, listen, lady, I'm going to count to 10. If you don't leave, I'm gonna actually grab you. I'm going to throw you out myself. So I started counting. And when I got to 7, that's when she knew how serious I was. She left. But at the same time, hey, I kept my composure. I didn't let anything, upset me or, take me off my swivel. I just kept it going because that's what you're supposed to do. It's like no matter what type of things that happen, equipment malfunctions, phone may not work. You may have guests that you may have scheduled, they may cancel at the last minute. These things happen. So what you do, you just go ahead and you don't let that anger show. You just go ahead and just keep it going. Because the thing is, you never let the audience know exactly how bad of a day you had, no matter what.
There you go.
Because when they do that, when they're like, okay, then, they pick up on it and everything. And sometimes, that could kind of kill the momentum of the show. So the thing you got to do, like I say, hey, you just got to just laugh it off. You may be pissed off on the inside, but, don't let it show. Just keep it going that way. Hey, put a smile on your face like, and hey, people would never know.
And the thing with what we're doing is that, first of all, in just my personal life, so much stuff is happening. I learned a long time ago when I first started being even remotely interested in radio, the best advice I ever got was whatever problems you're having, leave them outside. They will be there when you come back. That's kind of like a metaphor for life. You got a problem, don't take it with you everywhere. It'll be wherever you want it to be. Just leave it there. Problem is, like on a day like today, when I was really anticipating this interview going much smoother, and our phones are kind of messed up. And you have to I had to sit there for a minute and kind of take myself out of the next segment so that I could finish what I set out to do today, which is the best show that I could possibly do. But that's it. It's a lot of them.
So many.
The most important show was the show after the tsunami a few years ago, when I had I had a seismologist from Northwestern University, I had a survivor that lived in Hyde Park, and I had somebody from the United Nations, from UNICEF. And the reason why I say that's the most important show is because people associate the show with laughing and jokes and we clowning and but to get those three parts of the world in one place really meant a lot to me. The best show, what do you think the best show?
Well, there's quite a few of them, I would say we had Herb Kent on.
Herb Kent was really good. Nile Rodgers was really good. I got to meet Earl and Pearl Monroe. That was really good.
And just a couple of weeks ago, the 10th anniversary.
The 10th anniversary show was really good. But I don't know if we've done the best show yet.
Still working on it.
No, not yet. But if I was a young person interested in getting on the radio and I had at least $500-600, I'd buy me a laptop, I'd buy a microphone, I'd get a nice pair of headphones, and I'd get a camera. And I would try to get the most affordable of all those things, and I would set a studio up in my house. And I would try to go on the air from my house. And I would just try to do something on Ustream or something like that, because the radio is crippling people and it's not giving young people an opportunity to learn things musically and sonically so that they can grow. So I would just pick my old man or my mom's records, and I would play them, and I'd have my friends come over, and I would kick it, and I would broadcast that on Ustream, and that would be it. Don't do that idea, though, because I thought of it first.
Okay, but I got a better one. Somewhat close. What you can do is, like Mario said, get like a laptop, get a CD player, or if you get a turntable, that's fine. Decent mic, headphones, and you could probably do, like I say, create like a blog, or you can go ahead and put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just get a start. Now, I'll say from Mario and I perspective, coming up, when radio was really radio, we had so many talents that we would listen to, we were imitating, idolizing, and everything like that. And that's basically what's missing in today, because you don't really have a lot of local, really good local DJs. If you don't want to do music, you just do, whatever's on your mind. You can do like a little news blog or whatever. Just talk about things that are happening in your community.
In your community, if you did news stories in your community, stuff like that, it doesn't necessarily have to be radio. Yeah, I agree.
Or somebody, that, is an influence to you, whether it's a teacher, neighborhood fireman, or whoever. Interview them and, just go like a back and forth conversation. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. And nothing necessarily being a DJ or whatever. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But there's so many opportunities. I say just go ahead and just try to just do something different and better than what anybody else is doing.